Hello and welcome to Breathwood. My name is David Yates and I'm back. Not only did I go traveling to Europe in the summer, I got really sick and then I got sick again. And I just wasn't fit to be on camera, so I put it off until I actually felt, I'd say about 90% now. And I've moved and I'm finally set up, more or less. So here's the truth. I went to Croatia for a workshop with Dubravko. And he's an amazing player. Oh my goodness. But the truth is, I left that workshop feeling almost more confused than ever. Did you know that a caterpillar, when it creates a cocoon to become a butterfly, turns into goo? It liquefies before it turns into a butterfly. That's what I feel like is happening to me right now. So really, the only clear way I've come up with to move through that is to do my best, and it's been hard, to arrive at some consistent practice. And I remember back in my first Indigenous taking a workshop from Andre Smekel. He suggested 20 minutes of practicing the same thing in order to really start to get it into your body. Dubravko talks about long sessions of practice to really figure out technique. And he and many others have even written articles or talked about practicing every day for at least a minimum amount of time. Independently of all those suggestions, I also came up with a time that happened to match, like Dubravko's, for example, 3 minutes. 3 minutes every day. So right now, there is a hashtag, there are actually a couple starting to take off on the Didgeridoo Learning Community group on Facebook. Hashtag 3-Minute Didge, hashtag Year of Didge. Here's my thinking. If we can take this opportunity as we approach the end of 2018 to commit to a clear, manageable, reachable goal, like picking up a didgeridoo for 3 minutes and playing every day for a year, the amount of progress we will experience from day 1 to day 365 will be tremendous. Partly because it's likely we will play more than 3 minutes on some of those days. Partly because coming back to the same practice every day reinforces what we're doing. There won't be, that month in the middle of the year when you just don't pick up a didge and you let your lips go soggy. 3 minutes every day brings you back to the practice again and again. So hashtag 3-Minute Didge is about committing for 1 year to daily practice, minimum 3 minutes. And I've added an extra little wrinkle to it. My suggestion is to pick one rhythm. One rhythm. And practice it for 3 minutes every day for a year. Then I had some other thoughts, like maybe you should pick exactly the same variation of that rhythm, and I'm letting go of that. I think as you play that rhythm, it's actually really useful to slightly modify your mouth shape, your tongue position, how you breathe, where you maybe add in some voice, as long as the basic rhythm stays intact. Let's say you want to work on 2 rhythms. You got to pick one for 3-Minute Didge and commit to that. You could add a second one if you want and do that daily as well, or do it sometimes. 3-Minute Didge with one particular rhythm doesn't exclude any other practice. And the way I see it, most or a lot of the modern music we hear is kind of broken down into roughly average 3-minute chunks. So for us to play a song per se, we got to be able to last 3 minutes easily without tension or effort or weirdness in the body. We got to be able to overcome too much saliva or feeling dry or any of the other strange things that afflict didgeridoo players. When my mustache is the wrong length, the hair right here rubs me, chafes me raw, and I finish with blood on the mouthpiece. I haven't figured out the perfect length yet for my mustache. We have to somehow be able to train our bodies to work through those issues, and the only way to do it is extended periods of playing. So, 3-Minute Didge, hashtag 3-Minute Didge. hashtag Year of Didge. If you would like to commit to this, then definitely hop on over to the Didgeridoo Learning Community group on Facebook. And if you feel comfortable, post a video of yourself playing either day 1 on January 1st or day 1 now if you want to start now, or day 3 or 4, that's okay. And post that and add the hashtags so that at the end of the year, you can go back and look at where you came from and check your progress. Okay, so I'm gonna change my setup slightly and do my 3-minute Didge so you can see what I'm working on. Now, all kinds of things will happen for you as you delve into longer playing. And especially if you start to go beyond 3 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You know, you'll run into issues like your posture might slowly collapse. You might slowly push harder. Your whole diaphragm area might tighten up and get tired. Too much saliva, as I mentioned, or drying out. Your brain might glitch and lose track of the rhythm. Where am I? What part do I play? And then you lose it. The key here is not to beat ourselves up or to stop and but to stay calmly with the Didge, stay with it, and keep going. Just calmly keep going. That's the idea. 3 minutes, 1 rhythm, a whole year. Okay, so I would love to see your comments and let me know if you plan to try this out. Obviously, day 1 is January 1st, 2019. And if you're not part of the Didgeridoo Learning Community on Facebook, then I urge you to join that as well. I'll also be posting some of my little practice clips on Instagram. Over there, I'm Breathwood Music. And if you connect with me there, then I'll happily follow you back so that I can see your video clips. All right, so here we go. I'm going to set myself up for my 3-minute Didge rhythm and show you what it looks like. I just want you to watch what happens in my body as I play, see how I change, and use that to reflect on your own playing and how maybe you change while you're playing. You know, the goal here is comfortable, relaxed, to not be strained, to have good posture, and really create the best possible setup for you to focus on clear, precise, dynamic playing. So here we go, my 3-minute Didge. Woo, fun times. So let's see what happens during that. Think about any time you've repeated something over and over. Eventually there's a shift in the body. Some muscle gets tired, and with the mouth, it's dryness or saliva. That was an attempt at tawa ka tawa ka tawa. And the ka, I find actually a bit irritating in the back of the throat, where the tongue and the back of the mouth connect. Ka, ka. Doing that over. Tawa ka tawa ka tawa, tawa ka tawa ka tawa. Eventually that k motion creates almost like a bit of friction and dryness. And so sometimes it tends to fade and turn into tawa a tawa a tawa tawa a tawa a tawa. And sometimes the mouth doesn't open fully into a, tawa a, and it turns into tawa itawa itawa, or tawa itawa itawa, tawa. So there are a few variations that I notice as I'm playing start to emerge. Now these aren't bad things. These are actually really useful. One of the other layers to this practice is to build on our ability to listen to ourselves play. So if you play one steady rhythm for 3 minutes or longer, you'll start to hear the small variations that come out of small changes in the mouth. This is really subtle work here. So the more we can connect to the subtlety of what our mouths do to the sound, then the more we can develop that subtlety and repeat certain sounds that we like. I noticed that I like the sound of this tawa ka rhythm with my tongue starting a little bit further back in the mouth. So instead of tawa ka, it's more like tawa ka, tawa ka. I just like the richness of the sound of the drone a little bit better. But it's a little harder for me to play that way until I practice it more. So post your videos on the Didgeridoo Learning Community group, hashtag 3MinuteDidge, hashtag Year of Didge. And it's a great place for other people to comment and offer feedback and for you to share what you're working on. There have been some really amazing videos posted so far with great rhythms that I definitely want to go work on myself. So I might be doing multiple 3-minute Didge practices throughout this upcoming year. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patronage over on Patreon. And if you're curious to know what that's about, check the link below. Thank you to those of you who funded my trip, helped fund my trip to Croatia. Everyone who contributed on GoFundMe or elsewhere. Many, many thank yous to you. I do have more photos and video from that experience. I just need to edit it. So that will be coming somewhat soonish. Perhaps the holidays, okay? So thank you again. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to be back making videos. Look for more. There is a hashtag 15-minute Didge video coming soon to a YouTube channel called Breathwood near you. Happy playing, and I'll see you guys soon.